we can.
Racks look terrible.
Oh my goodness.
They're so empty.
Now you see Sterling, man.
Because business is booming.
Business is booming.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why it's a good thing.
Boom. Part of the documentary.
Remind me to give you the recording too.
Oh, okay. Boom. That's cool.
Welcome everybody to the Pull Up Experience Podcast Edition. As you can see, we got all three of us. And
y'all.
right here to my left, we have Sterling, y'all. Y'all know, if you don't know, you about to find out. If you need somebody to speak to you and hit you hard and remind you to be grateful, gracious, and just understand that life is all about positive energy, you definitely want to tap in with Sterling. He's got a lot of different things going on, but this man is the face behind the brand. He is the voice behind his brand, and he is doing an amazing job at keeping us all encouraged and grounded throughout the city. So Sterling, tell everybody more about yourself.
Intro killer.
Well, thank you for the introduction. It's going to be hard to come behind that one.
You can tell them much better than I can.
Make sure you write my forward on my book. That's
I
coming
got you.
out.
I got you.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Well, my name is Sterling Edmonds, and I'm the owner and founder of Positive Energy. And what positive energy means is about having the anticipation of good. Because a lot of times we put expectation before anticipation. And when we put too more expectation on it, usually things don't turn out how we want them to. But when we anticipate that good, whether things turn out as the best as they should for us or they don't, we still have that faith. You know, to keep us going.
I love that.
However it turns out, I'm gonna push through this and I'm gonna be all right.
We needed you today, Sterling, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yes, we did.
That's why I'm pulling
Listen,
up.
That's right, bro.
And thank you for pulling up.
For sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so Cleveland has, as we all know, we live in Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland has...
The land.
land. So the land has this negative disposition about itself. People come to Cleveland, I've heard all the time, people like, man, I come to Cleveland so negative, I come it's got this, you know what I'm saying, like this negative energy about itself. And that's why I rock so hard, man, because it don't matter if I'm on my timeline, I'm like, man, today is a crappy day. Oh damn, there goes Sterling doing his thing and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So where did it all start, man? Where did you say I gotta pump positivity to the city? You know what I'm saying? Where did it all start at, man?
Well, I want to say my parents laid the foundation. You know what I'm saying? My parents, my aunts, my grandmothers, my uncles.
Is everybody from Cleveland?
Yeah, everybody's from Cleveland. Yeah. So they laid the foundation down for me. We were going this time machine. I'm gonna take y'all back to my early years, right? So, everything was. I had both my parents to the age of 8. But from like the ages of 5 to 8, I lost my great-grandfather. My aunt lost her breast cancer. Then my other aunt, Alona Draper, was murdered, stabbed 47 times by her boyfriend.
Sorry to
Does she have a child?
No,
Okay.
she didn't. She wasn't able to procreate while she was here.
Okay.
So then my parents split when I was 9. And then you know how at that age we understand life, but we don't understand. We can't comprehend it. So that led me to start acting out. So I started running away from home. Made the news, on some bad stuff when I was like 11. And then I almost lost my mom to breast cancer when I was 12. And why I think that affected her so much, she started turning to drugs. So I'm at home with my mom. My mom be like, I love my mom. I gotta say that first. I love my mom, but people want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I think it's time for me to really tell.
It's your truth.
What I'm doing, So my mom just like, when I was younger, was like, I'm taking my medicine, and she'd be in the bathroom for hours, or be in the basement for hours. You know what I'm saying? And so I continue. My father was there, but it was like, once the man leaves the household, you subjected to your environment entirely. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing dudes do this, so I'm running away. So I automatically get pulled more and more into the street element. Start breaking into houses. First time I was arrested, I was went to juvenile. I was like 11. You know, so like 11, then 13, 14, juvenile, 15. I got sent away to the Jones home. So I'm still like, you know, I'm back and forth. Like I do good for a minute, and I start back doing bad again because there was so much stuff just going on at home. Like I even felt like a time like my dad was picking his women, spending more time with them than he was with me. You know, and it came a point to where like he even moved in his girlfriend and her 2 kids, and we was in a. No, I had started living. Let me backtrack. So I had started living with my dad, right? Because you know, my mother was just, you know, she was always working. You know, she was functional. You know what I'm saying? But it was like I couldn't stand to see her keep doing herself like this. You know what I'm saying? And so I moved to my dad because I just kept running away. I was like, I can't see, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So my mom stayed on across town off 131st on Gay Avenue. My dad.
I owned a house on Gay.
Really?
I know exactly.
Yeah. So my dad lived over here off of Cliffview.
Okay.
Yeah, right down the street, right down the hill. So I moved with him, and you know, things was, you know, good, but I would always just backtrack and go back, like, you know, started running away, and like I said, it went back to me feeling like he would choose his women sometime over me. So we in a 2-bedroom apartment. He moved his girlfriend in and her 2 kids. You know, I'm like, what the? What's going on?
Wait 1 minute, Dad.
Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, slow down. Like, we can't get a bigger spot or something?
Right.
You know, so 15, 16, I'm on Cliffview now. You know, shout out to Cliffview, my neighborhood that kind of made the man I am today. You know, but when I moved over there, it was like heavy drugs, bro. I'm talking about. You come outside, it was like a movie. Like I'm seeing dudes running up the cars. I'm not trying to glorify it, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, it was like, God damn, like.
That was my high school.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know exactly how it was.
That
like
was my high school years.
Yeah, it was, I was like.
And they had the nice cars and the money.
Yeah.
It was
like,
popping hard.
Shout out to
Like,
the View,
yeah.
man.
Shout out to the Hill.
Oh yeah, the Hill,
Yeah, shout out to the Hill. I went from East Cleveland to the Hill.
So you grew up on Cliffview?
No, I lived on Endora.
Oh, Cliffview, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Around the corner down the road. Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we, I can whatever was just like, wow, I'm just like, these dudes is doing that. I'm like, whoa. So it pulled me into the streets because my father, like, he was always a good dad. I don't want to take that away from him, but it's like the supervision. You know what I'm saying? I got a son now, and I'm on him. Like I just know, like he 5, I'm on him. Like
you have to be.
I'm on him. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna let nothing slip by. Like I have to, because if I ain't on him, somebody else gonna be on him, and they gonna be putting the wrong things into his mind.
Exactly.
That's good.
And he gonna be contaminated.
Right.
You know, it'd be hard to get that contamination up off
Oh
of you.
yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
So I started getting heavy in the streets, selling drugs. You know, and it was crazy because I'm selling drugs and my mom on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time I'm doing, I'm like, this shit ain't right. It ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't right. I just felt it in my heart, you know.
Your conscience, man. You know what I'm saying?
Your foundation was getting to you.
Yeah.
Because even though everything was going on, what was going on, they still put a foundation in you to where you knew what was right and what was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I dropped out, 17, 16. I'm in the streets, I'm thugging. You know, I ain't with no rob or nothing like that, but I'm hustling, I'm trapping.
Right.
That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the streets, on house arrest again. By this time though, at the age like, oh yeah, we just gonna wait till you grown. You know what I'm saying? You 17, we gonna put you on house arrest. We gonna wait till you grown. We ain't gonna even just see you down no more. Yeah, it's over with. So something happened. So I get 18. Something happened. So where I went through some stuff, some shit in the neighborhood. Some dudes got to like, wait, hating on me kind of. I'm getting money, you know what I'm saying? Now they don't want to see me shine, you know what I'm saying? So some shit happened, an altercation happened, and it took me out the streets. I'm like, oh, I can't do this no more. I'm done. So I went and found 2 jobs. You know, I had my first child at 18, my daughter. I started early. She's 13 now. I started early.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah. Started early.
So am I.
Young, full of thumb.
That's funny.
So 18, started at 18, had my baby. Changed my life. Boom, was changing. But somehow, like I just said, my life, it was like a seesaw. So something happened. I got you know what it was? Like, I got nothing against marijuana, right? But when I smoke weed, it kind of be my downfall. You know what I'm saying?
Is that in a way of where it slows you down and kind of makes you lazy and not as ambitious, or are you saying that it made you in what type
I think
of way?
you hit it on the head. Yeah, it made me more like unfocused
Mm-hmm.
and doing the stuff I know I'm not supposed to be doing. The people I ain't supposed to be hanging around. Because when you in the hood and you smoke weed, you around
A lot of people.
a lot of different people who not really applying themselves in life. You know what I'm saying? In the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that, smoking. I started back smoking weed, and all the next thing I know, I quit my job. I'm back in the streets.
Makes you lazy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what the hell? Then I got in the streets. Something happened again. I'm coming through East Cleveland, right? I'm back. I go back to selling dope, right? I'm in the car with my dude. Me and my dudes in the car blowing. We coming through East Cleveland. They pull us over. Bloop, 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 bloop. See the lights, pull us over. I got like a Quake on me. You know, Quake is 7 grams. You know,
Family don't know
like,
that.
But Marquita don't know.
The
I'm
running
gonna take
joke.
that from
The
Brandon.
running joke
I'm gonna
is
take it
Marquita
from
Brandon.
Brandon.
Usually I know and Brandon don't have a clue, but this go wrong.
For the people who don't know, a Quake, street terms,
Is a quarter.
Is a quarter ounce. So I had a quarter ounce of dope on me.
Okay.
And so I used to do this thing where I put the slit in my zipper and be able to stuff it in my zipper, right? So they take me to jail. I had a warrant, a traffic warrant, right?
A traffic
For
warrant
South
you got
Euclid, right? But we was in the car smoking weed,
Oh, okay.
right? So they put us over, take me to jail. I got a traffic warrant, write me my ticket, take me to jail. I got the quarter ounce of dope on me.
In the jail.
In the jail. They stripped me butt naked, y'all.
And still didn't find
Still
it.
didn't find the dope.
Oh.
Thank the
Look,
Lord.
still didn't find the dope.
That is
Right?
bro.
Why we all go like this?
Still didn't find the dope. So I say,
Whew. I know you swim bullets.
Man.
yeah, swim bullets, yeah.
Whew.
So
Absolutely.
there's another story. So boom, this is what happened. This is not why I stopped, right?
Yeah, because
So-
you got away.
So time
with it
out.
that time.
away.
That wasn't
You know,
enough.
that wasn't
enough.
No.
Don't be on something like
Everybody know
that.
you gotta go through pain before you change.
Right.
No, he got away with it. It didn't stop him. Continue
You know
on.
what? Because that would have been mine.
Hey,
You ain't never lied. I'm like,
Man.
Jesus,
Right,
thank
same
you.
for me.
The fear didn't get you.
didn't get me. So I don't know if this happened before, but somewhere in this timeline, and around this time, this right before I quit the job. I had borrowed some money from somebody in the neighborhood, right? And they tried to play me and put some interest on the money, right? I wasn't in the streets or nothing, right? So when I get back into the streets, I still owe him like $150. So by this time,
From the interest?
no, but I had paid him, but he kept saying that I
Oh,
owe him
so-
more money, right? Just try like we're trying to play me.
Right,
Basically, he was
right,
trying to
right.
extort me, basically.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what
So-
was going on.
But I thought he was a friend. I'm young and impressionable, and I thought he was my friend.
And you're not thinking he really
Yeah, he
serious.
really serious. Yeah, so every time I give him some money, he'd be like, "Oh, you was late." I'm like, "What?
What?
The fuck?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
now it came to a
sounds a
point.
little scary.
Yeah. That's my, I forgive him though. You know what I'm saying? I understand circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you sometimes when you look like food to somebody, they go eat you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where my bombs at?
That's definitely.
That was bomb drop.
That was a drop one of Clue's bombs for
That's
sure.
real.
That was
real.
a jewel right there.
So when he this is what did it. We got into, I'm coming out of Johnny's and Company, right?
Oh, Johnny.
I'm like, when he supposed to be in there? I'm like 20, 19.
Oh,
When
it's
he
like
supposed to
a
be in
Same
there?
situation.
It's business.
Same
Look,
situation.
Oh, okay.
when Johnny's and Company, you
Yeah,
from
that
business
boy
blue.
used to
Okay.
go.
Yep, down to like Tuesday. Yep, I'm in there 18.
I was too young
Yeah.
too going to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Just
so,
so we're clear, Johnny's ain't there no more, y'all, so don't call on them.
No, but I had the ID. It was nothing they could do. They didn't know. They didn't know.
so we I'm coming out of Johnny's with the homies, and my dude that gave me a beer while we was in there. I don't drink beer. Beer was always tasting nasty to me. Don't buy me a beer, right? So we come out, and I see him coming down the street, right? Remember now, by this time, it's tension because he felt like I owed him some money, right? But all for real, I really didn't owe him no money.
Right,
He was
but
just
I
being
did pay you.
scandalous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he put in the parking lot, go to the car. I'm like, oh, what's up? He like, oh, what's up with that money you owe me? I'm like, this,
All top, right.
I'm like, this, oh shit now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He really
Like,
serious.
damn, like, golly, like, you, and I thought our relationship was
Right.
better than that, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta throw this in there, right? Because I know he probably go see this, you know what I'm saying? But his mom had just died. You know what I'm saying? So he pulled up with some of that money. I'm like, bro, what are you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, like,
Really?
he just punched me. Boom. So now we thumping. Boom, boom, in a convenient parking lot. You know what I'm saying? But this with
Convenience still there, y'all.
convenience still there. And there's been a lot of tragedies happening in that parking lot, you know.
Yeah.
That guy, y'all want them know.
Rest in peace, Tierra Glenn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Off on B, what you said?
No, so thank God y'all wasn't one of them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I was like,
So we get the thumb, but that's what did it again to where I got out the streets. But when I'm getting out the streets, I get a call from. I'm sorry. I got a story, man.
No,
no,
this is why we
thanks
happy
for
you
me.
pulled up.
Yeah.
We're so happy because
Yeah.
this all culminates to your brand and your
Yeah,
message.
exactly.
So we want to know how it all started.
Right.
Yeah.
So my dude called me. My white dude Patrick called me. Right. He say, by this time my mom made up. I'm through. You know what I'm saying? He called me Patrick. He say, can you give me 3 pounds of weed? Right. I'm like, you know, Pat, I'm done, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, if you could get it, I'll give you some money for you looking out for me. So now I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't
You know what I'm
middleman
saying?
real quick.
So I get to calling around, calling people. It's a drought. Don't nobody got no weed, right? So my dude called me. My dude, I can't say his name. My dude, you know who you is.
Yo,
The
you
story
is.
about the nigga turn up. It's my dude, right? He called me like, I'm on my way to your house, right? I'm like, babe, you know somebody got some weed. I play for 3 pounds. Boom, boom. He like, he called some people. He called some dudes from Huff, right? So when the dudes come, I say, ain't no reason for me to talk to them. These your dudes. You go down there and make the play happen. I'm up here with my white boy Patrick.
Right.
What my dude do is go down there and tell him it's a white boy, let's rob him. Look, I didn't find this out until 3 years later though, right? But he go down there and say, let's rob him. The dude comes to the car. Remember, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? So we go to the car, but now I look back, I'm like, that bag was small as hell. So he get in the car, he up the gun. You know what time it is. So I take off running. By the time I get home, I stayed on Hillview. Ain't gonna be on Olympia, right? So by the time I get home, bow, 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 bow. Right? They just shot him in the back. Oh my God, man. Oh, so the police come get me. 3 days later, charged me with aggravated robbery, felonious assault, and drug trafficking. Right? So me not knowing that my dude set it up, I didn't know the other dude. So when the dudes, when they came and got me, I tell the truth. I didn't know. I didn't even know, but I didn't even know that my dude had even set it up to do this. Right? So when they come, I tell the truth. Like, my dude wanted some weed, and this is what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, well, okay, well, you still going to jail? So I go down for
That didn't
Just
mean
like an
nothing.
accessory, just because you part of
no,
it.
they was the people who driveway we was in blamed everything on me.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I go down aggravated robbery, felonious assault, and drug trafficking, right? So I call my peoples. You know, my mom's side of the family, they're pretty like real structured people. You know,
Mhm.
master's
Were they
degrees.
tired of you?
I don't think they was really. I don't think they understood what it was to be a black. Cause both my aunts don't have no kids,
Mm.
and then my uncle just got a daughter.
Mm.
So I don't think they understood really how it was for a black man, black boy growing up in the hood and all the motherfucking distractions that we
come
got.
on,
Like, you know, be it in the hood, nigga, if you corny, you lame, like you kind of an outcast to where we from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so they was giving me a paid lawyer,
Okay.
right? Fernando Mack was his name, give me a paid lawyer. And then my dude who set the stuff up told them I didn't have nothing to do with it. Right? So that's why I love you. You did the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did the right
Cause
thing.
he could have just.
Yeah,
Right.
because they caught up with him,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And he told him he didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that was.
So they dropped the aggravated robbery, felonious assault, and hit me with drug trafficking, right?
Mhm.
But my lawyer was like, you shouldn't have said you did nothing because you didn't even traffic no drugs.
Right. I was wondering about the
Right.
charge.
But
Cause you never even touched the drugs.
Yeah.
You never even saw
no, I
them.
never saw it. Wasn't no drugs even involved.
Right.
Right.
And then my white dude told him I didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, we know Sterling, he a good dude.
I'm glad
Because
he's
I
still
never was a
alive.
jacker. I never robbed. You know, my parents always told me, like, you work for your keep. I go hustle. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to take nothing from you. know what I'm saying? But I did breaking some houses.
Look, I ain't want to go back. I'm
Yeah.
like, you gonna look at this
You know,
thing.
I did break.
I'm like,
But they wasn't
But
home.
right. Robbing a home and robbing a
Burglary.
person.
Yeah, robbing
Burglary
a-
and
That's
robbery.
burglary.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
Yo,
Robbery can always go wrong.
always.
And usually does.
Usually, you're right.
And usually does.
So I get out from that, right? It continue, right? So I get out from that, man, to be like, damn, you got some motion.
No, look, hey, I like it. Hey, man, it's like in my mind, playing like a movie. I'm looking like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that movie too. I'm
Right.
seeing that movie too.
No, fact.
Plus, I know every word you're talking about.
Yes,
I'm really
yeah.
like,
They're right.
Damn.
damn, that was my convenient. Oh shit, that was.
Damn. So this next part get real, like, you're real deep, man. Like, I don't even know how I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the shit I've been through, like, I don't even know. Like,
God.
it'd be like
God,
overwhelming
right,
sometimes to be like, to be in this room with y'all, like, me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So I get out from that, and I got cool with this Arabic dude, right?
Mhm.
And we was cool before I had went to jail for that. Like, we was cool. Like, he let me use his car, run errands for him and stuff like that. Like, I'm the only person in the neighborhood. Like,
Trust.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I get out, and he give me a job to work at the store. Open it, close it, behind the register. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. They usually just have women
Right.
working behind the
Yeah,
register.
that's
You know what I'm saying? They love our women. B.
Yeah, they really do.
You know what I'm saying? We can't even look at they women.
You gonna see good, that's all you see.
Can't even
That's all-
see him.
Yeah,
Can't even see him.
No, they got the veil.
Yeah.
Veil.
My
So-
brother's like that. That's what he does.
Really?
Is this the one guy? So I was watching a video on your page, and you were talking about how you value the penny.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
him? Okay.
yeah. Shout out to Yusuf, man, my dog, man.
Shout out to you, sir.
He really
Yeah,
gave me
so-
opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working at the store. It come up on like a year of me working there. So no, when I get out from this situation, I gotta just tell it the truth wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So when I get out from this situation, damn, this shit crazy. So when I get out from this situation,
Hey, you know, when you look back at stuff, you're like, damn, it's crazy. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Positivity too.
Man, and God for sure.
Mhm.
So I get out from this situation and I was broke, right? So some dude fronted me some weed, right? Fronted me some weed, and he go to jail like 3 days later, right?
Wow.
So when he front me the weed, you know, by this time, a couple months go by, you know what I'm saying? I'm back rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Quarter pound, you know what I'm saying? Half a pound, you know, I'm in, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, this dude, you know, every time I would see him, he would like press me, like, oh, what's up with that money you on my dude? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that money? But he trying to just get the money so he could flip it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So what I do, I give him a half ounce of weed. Like here, you know what I'm saying? My dad, we good. He like,
Right.
well, he like, cause he like just, it's to the point we outside of my house, we about to get into it. Like, I'm like, this ain't even your money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be
you
giving
be
it.
giving
to
it
you.
to you.
Right.
He like, oh, I talked to him, you know what I'm saying? You want me to
Aw.
give it, dude? So I give him a half ounce of weed. I shouldn't have gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? So I give him the half ounce of weed. And then my dad good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the dude get out of jail. And by this time I'm working at the store. You know what I'm saying? Dude get out of jail. He cool. You know what I'm saying? We good. He ain't said nothing. I'm like, yeah, I gave him, you know what I gave him,
told him?
right? Yeah, he was like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? He like, months go by again. So he come in the store one morning and was like, we was cool, we was chopping it, you know what I'm saying? And he like, what's up with that money you owe me? And I'm like, huh? Like, he been out probably about 8 months now. You know what I'm saying? He like, what's up with that money you owe me? And I'm like, I don't owe you no money, bro. No, he said, let me get some change off of a beer. You know, he was short on the beer. I'm like, bro, I can't do it. I just work here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to, what's up with that money you owe me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't owe you no money, bro. We talked. I thought we was good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was like, oh, you think I'm playing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
like, he like, think I'm playing? He like, I'm gonna kick this motherfucking door in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna kick this door in. He was a big dude, probably like 6'4", 6'3" or something, probably like 300 pounds. You know,
You say you really kick it in.
he was like, I'm gonna kick this door in. Next thing I know, he kicked the door in. And there was a gun back there.
Mm-hmm.
And I shot him. And he died 4 days later. And they take me to jail. My Arabic dude, you know, God rest his soul. Nothing I wanted to do, man. Like, if I could go back, I would have just gave him the damn money out my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
Like,
get you.
because that's like when I still gotta live with that shit, man. Like, every day. Yeah, this is my first time ever, you know what I'm saying? Because I really don't even talk about it, but I just think it's just time for people to really know, like, I'm just not doing this because I'm just jolly and happy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
like,
appreciate you being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
the truth, bro.
transparent too with
Yeah,
yourself.
Really
man.
do.
you know, and so I go down, then he come bomb me out. Yusuf, my dude Yusuf, thank you. He bombed me out.
So what did they charge you with?
They had charged me with murder.
Not self-defense.
That came later, but
Mhm.
you know, when I was in the county, it was murder. Had to go to the grand jury. Yep.
Was there a camera in the store?
There was
or
a
anything
camera
that
in the
helped?
store.
Thank God.
Yep. So they seen. He kicked the door in, man.
That's a situation where, you know, you're not expecting it to happen. And you have to react.
Instantly.
Fast.
Yeah. Because that was a me or you situation. Just that.
God rest his soul. I said it again. You know, I still, you know, I was waking night terrors.
I'm sure.
You know, like waking up screaming, like, you know, I was waking up screaming. You know, out my sleep, like. You know, I wish, you know,
I think it's time for a group hug.
You know how, yeah, a real hug.
But you here for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
And like, and I know what he's heavy on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, hey, listen, I live on this. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And out of that, now, son, you were able to take that negative experience and take it and make something positive out of it, bro. So shout out to you, because most people that would have been
That would have been a crippling thing.
Exactly.
That really
That-
just throw them off the other way.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It would have been 2 deaths that day. Him, and then, you know what I'm saying, you overall as a person, you know what I'm saying? And thank God you were able to prevail from that, man.
Especially coming from a background where you had someone who had an addiction, you know, your mom, you know what I'm saying? You had all kind of things pulling you in the wrong way.
Absolutely.
But you're here today and you're able to talk about it and you're able to, you know, give positivity back
Absolutely.
to the people who are engaged in your Instagram and following you and your clothing line, and you know, you made something out of that, you know, and to me, I definitely hear resentment and
Remorse too. Like you actually,
Mhm.
you can tell that you're not no killer. You know what I mean? Like not to say it like that, but you actually care. That still was, you know, like you say, your friend and all that. And okay, so my question would be, because your circumstances, because I was thinking this was gonna be a happy-go-lucky, live life, love, and all that. And I love that you broke it down to show
Absolutely.
the reality of situations, not just for, you know, you, but Cleveland as a whole, because you're not the only young man who went through something like this.
Absolutely.
And now that you're raising a young man, you know, you have made it your mission to speak into all of us. Because I'm not a young, I couldn't even imagine half stuff you went through. That I didn't know half the terms you were saying. But, you know, we still, because Cleveland, everybody knows the struggle, right?
Right.
And it's almost like glamorized sometimes. And we forget it has such, every circumstance has such a key role in the way that you continue to live life daily. And you really have to make a choice on, am I going to let it drive me, or am I going to let it stifle me? And, you know, like you said, realistically, it's a seesaw. Every day ain't going to be the best day.
Absolutely.
And I feel like you have somehow transformed your health, wealth, life to say, I'm choosing me. I'm choosing positivity. I'm just going to make it the best that it could be and be okay with whatever that means. So how did you get there? Because that's a tough transition.
I was about to say it, because I mean,
Please, do tell.
and just like you said, I know somebody watching right now who might just be in the same situation right now and thinking themselves, it's over with. And listen to this man right here. He's able to take the situation and come back from that. You know what I'm saying? And like Keita said, like I want to know how did you make the kids, like me, bro. If I have a bad day, I'm off for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? You went through something. You changed everything around. So like I said, I gotta know how you did it, man.
And I think that you also had things in your way put into your path to guide you and to help you to overcome each situation that you were in. You know, Yusuf, you know, giving you an opportunity, and the 2 guys, both Patrick and old boy, who said he had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So you've, you know, it's there's always been God there to show
Absolutely.
you that this is not what I want. This is not what I want from you. So yes, please do tell, you know, how the turnaround became. Like, was that the turnaround?
No, it
Oh, smack.
wasn't. It was the turnaround. It started it. I would say that.
That's good.
It was we
Wheels
started making
started turning.
some footwork, some groundwork. You know, because I think the turnaround was always there. He was always pulling me.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know what I'm saying? He was always at my strings like a puppet.
Yeah.
You know, like trying to get me to be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel and trying to keep me where the light is. I think it really just came down to me accepting and finally being comfortable with who I was in life. You know, because I didn't get comfortable with myself probably until I was about 27. Not having to be accepted by my peers, you know, because I just got out the streets 4 years ago. You know, I had kept jobs, you know what I'm saying, but I was
still dibbling and dabbling.
But I wasn't selling nothing heavy. It was just weed. Yeah, it was just weed. It was just weed, you know what I'm saying? I haven't sold no hard drugs. I was like 20 since that incident happened with Patrick. It was over with. When I just got out the streets 4 years ago, you know, and I had to just put all that behind me and just say, I'm done. I gotta turn over a new leaf, you know?
Let me ask you what made you say, because so many of our young men and women feel the pressure of having to be accepted. They feel the pressure of having to, you know, have everybody like them, you know, having to be part of the crew, the clique, you know, wanting to feel important. It's to me, the pressure gets worse and worse with social media, of course, you know, and it's a lot of pressure on them, which is why the suicide rate is up, and you know, for teens. And to tell our viewers what it took for you to say, hey, I don't give a about what nobody thinks about me. This is me. This is who I am. And you either love it or leave it. Like, what brought you to that point?
I would say, I started exploring, like started diving into books and started really using this phone and going on YouTube, doing research and going on Google. And then I was seeing other men who was doing other things and started just accepting, like, damn, I had a dad, you know? He might not be he was the best dad that was given to me. You know what I'm saying?
Same for your mom.
I think we as people, I had the same thing with my dad, because I had a relationship to my dad. Same situation, you know what I'm saying? My dad was here, but he wasn't around, right? And it wasn't until I got older, and I had kids of my own, and I realized, like, this dad thing, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy at all. So I remember I sat down, we had lunch and everything, I said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told him how much resentment and hatred I had towards him, you know what I'm saying? We had to talk. And it was the most freeing thing I've ever done, you know what I'm saying? To understand where he's coming from, why he did what he did, and then how it affected me, and how, you know what I'm saying, how we move forward, you know what I'm saying? And that really opened up a lot of things. Like, it was like a weight was right off my back, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And it helped me accept who I was, because, like, me having the mindset of, like, he owed me something, or something owes me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did the best he did the best he could what he had. And when I thought about it, just like you said, it freed me, for real. So, hey, listen, hope y'all listen to that.
It was more just starting to work on myself. You know, I had to start working out. I had to start building that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Working out and eating healthy and making sure I'm not going back to them environments that bring out that negative energy. You know, because I just put a post up earlier, people, places, and things. You know, people, we can't let people's opinions validate us. We can't let people bring out that side of us that they looking to respond and want a reaction. You know, and in places, we can't go to them, the ones that used to excite us, when they no longer serve a purpose on who we trying to become. You know, and the things that give us pleasure, whether we was doing it or just wanted to be around it, they start leaving you unfulfilled. So you got to be careful with the people, places, and things. You know, and I had to really not only talk it, I had to walk it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to really realize this life is this body just a vessel. You know, I got to make sure what I'm putting in my body and what I'm putting in my mind is spewing out and being able just to touch other people. You know what I'm saying? And these kids, the youth, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know this, man, this last, 7 years, about 35 people gone. Gun violence, gone. Like, literally went to school with, played football with. You know what I'm saying? Like, Remember the little boy? I don't remember him. Vaughn died on Avalon. Got shot in the head a couple years ago.
Ooh.
17.
Man.
17.
Well, life didn't really start. 17.
I'm just, Tierra Glenn, I'll bring her up. Rest in peace, was that convenient?
And these
Jim,
are all
my dude
babies.
Jim last year was 26, 27.
That's why I brought that up, because it's always been my opinion that you do have some people who are about that life, period.
Yeah.
From a young age.
A
And
young
I'm talking
age.
about young.
Yeah.
Just because of their environment
Yeah.
and what they've grown up and what they've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority, in my opinion, is trying to impress
Fit in.
and trying to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And you showing out and you doing these things because I can remember during that time when I lived over there,
Mm-hmm.
some people, I'm not gonna mention no names either. It's still cool, everybody's still good, everybody's still great, but we called ourselves having a little gang or whatever you want to call it, and a new girl moved on our block.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we like, yeah, you look over here, we kicking it with her, having fun, and then we just start, what,
Jump, little girl.
jumped the little girl. This is one of my serious regrets. Like, just jumped her, and I felt horrific. I felt so bad, and we kids, you know.
Yeah.
I think because I went from Kurt 8th grade 3rd quarter to Margaret Spellacy.
Spellacy was something else. Boy.
Yeah, to Margaret Spellacy, and it was like I kind of you got Shaw, everybody dressing.
Yeah.
Then you go to Spellacy, all the girls got on British Knights wearing Nikes with the big jeans, and I'm like, what do y'all got on? Like, what's happening here? Like, you know.
It's all different world.
Right, so I'm trying to kind of fit in, and you know, like I said, we call ourselves, and we just start. We didn't beat the girl ferociously, or you know, it was just a little tug, but it had no business happening.
Right.
And I felt so bad. I got up the next day, and I went to her house, and I knocked on her door, and her mom came to the door, and she was behind her mom, and I said, "Ma'am, I was one of the girls that was here yesterday with my friends." I said, we sneak in the swimming pool, and that's about as much as we do. That's our game. Yeah, that's at Euclid Green. That's our game right there. I said, we feel awful. I said, you know, we never meant for that to happen. I feel terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and I told her and stuff, and you know, she came to the door, and I was like, I'm so sorry. You know, I don't know what we were thinking. You know, I guess we watched too many movies or something. What was going on with us? I said, but you know, I'm deeply sorry. My friends are too. You know, and I just wanted to come and apologize. And they accepted, her mom accepted the apology, she accepted the apology and stuff, but it just left an awful feeling with me. Like, why did you do that, Nikki? Why did you participate? Why did y'all do that? Like I said, our gang was sneaking in the swimming pool when it was late, you know, stuff like that. You know, just talking and sharing our dreams. And it was nothing like that. Like, I think that day we really thought we were a gang or something. We had to do, we was trying to prove something to each other.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That we all tough. You know, and I just it's so important. Even if you that nerd that you were talking about, you not accepted in certain neighborhoods. It's like you know, nobody wants to deal with you, or you're gonna be picked at, or you're gonna be jumped, or you're gonna be bullied.
I've been on both sides, by the way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So I think that it's really important for our youth to understand that it's okay to be different. And I preach this to my grandchildren, and I'm like, you know, just yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I was just like, you know, the pain that I said, you have to have the pain to move, to make changes. If somebody doesn't like you at school, if you feel like they mistreat you or something, you got a bigger mission at hand.
Absolutely.
You got a bigger mission at hand, and you don't worry about that. You use that always as motivation. I said, because if they don't like you now, they're going to love you later. Okay? So that's my thing, and I think it's really important for the youth to know that that's listening to your whole story is not the way to go. It's just not the way to go. It was what you needed to get where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But listen to that and take that as an example to say, listen, I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna start off early.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get it early.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been my thing. Get it early. Get a good job and career early. Have a nice car and a condo early. You 21, you bought it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's important for them to know that you don't have to be accepted by anybody but yourself. Period.
I think my big thing is you, bomb dropper. You ain't never lied. See, they hating y'all. I had the bomb drop, but then they said it don't sound like.
You're welcome,
you know
y'all, because it still sounds like static electricity.
But back to Sterling. So I think what you meant, the biggest thing is mindset. If anything I can take away from your overall message, the mindset, because your mind, your mind control your actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know what I'm saying, if your mindset is in a positive place, you know you're gonna produce positive actions and whatnot. And I know, like Nakia was saying, you know what I'm saying, as far as what made you who you were to get you to where you are today. So my question to you is, if someone's watching this, what would you say to them right now to change their mindset from the negative mindset to a positive one? I know you said earlier, people, places, and things, but son, so for me, it's always practical for me. Give them something practical they can use right now to see in their life.
Don't let yesterday's troubles become today's battles.
That's a bomb drop. I got to get up from that one. That's crazy. right. That's crazy. Dang, he the I don't know. That's
That
crazy.
was the bomb.
Yeah,
That was the bomb.
You ain't have to stop it.
Right.
The live bomb.
Also, since we got you here, can you give these people 5 ways to spread positive energy?
Yes.
He handed out like it's
Put my wallet now.
he handed out like it's
I need that. Put my wallet.
whatever it's
Put my
called.
wallet.
Yeah, he handed out like a
Yes.
quarter, right?
Put my
5
wallet.
ways though. Smile was number 1. Practice gratitude. Give compliments, man. Make somebody else feel good. And be kind to yourself, man. Because if you be kind to yourself, you'll be kind to everybody else you encounter.
That's good.
And share those knowledge and those learnings, man. Because sharing not only is caring, but it prevents somebody else from making the same mistakes that you have.
So let's talk about your clothing.
Okay, all right now.
Put my wallet, man.
And the doormats, that's my favorite.
Oh, you see the doormat?
I like when people check themselves at the door.
All
right. Yeah, but tell us about how we can support the brand and really represent out here in the city.
You know, when I put one of these shirts on, you know, I feel like I could take over the world. I feel like I could be a better father. I feel like I could be a better son. I feel like when I go to my job, I'm not just there to work the job, I'm there to create my future. You know, so when you putting on positive energy, it's not only uplifting you, it's inspiring you to be a better person.
That's good.
You know, you are what you wear. So if you don't know what you're wearing, what are you?
Right.
That's why it's important that you put on things that make your mind, your body, and spirit move in a different direction. And make sure that direction is positive energy, because there's so many different things that try to distract you and take you away from that goal and having that mindset that I can accomplish this. And you know, we got to switch from that I can't to I will. That I can't to I will. I mean I can. You know, so you can support the brand at positiveenergy216.com. And even if not, you know, just keep it in your mind and heart, man. That's the best thing, because when you keep it in your mind and heart, you just don't affect yourself, you affect everybody.
That's
because
good.
when you're moving with good intentions, you can only get good, then when you're moving in with good intentions, you can only get good reactions, man.
And by the way, guys, I'm going to have that in the show notes.
How you doing?
That will be in the show notes of how to we don't have how you get in contact with one man Sterling, how to get to the clothing, all that good stuff, y'all.
Also, Sterling has a podcast himself where he spreads a
Thank
dose
you.
of positive energy.
Yes.
So tell the people about your podcast. Tell them how we can really get this on an everyday basis.
You know, if you ain't getting on Instagram at positiveenergy_lifestyle, you can check out the podcast. I think we should be coming back April 23rd, and it's called A Dose of Positive Energy. You know, so if you don't get your daily dosage from the Instagram, you can get your weekly dosage from the podcast.
Nice.
You know, because you really go to the Instagram though, because you get it every day.
Absolutely.
You know.
And I heard you got your acting debut coming out.
Oh, yeah,
too.
yeah.
What's up
Let's
with
not
that?
forget about
What's up?
that. She's the
good.
greatest.
Yo, she back.
She's the
I'm
greatest.
like,
She
I'm
back.
excited to
She
tonight.
back.
I'm trying to figure out how I can pull up on you. How can the people pull up on you? You gotta keep getting a taste.
Right.
You good. You know that.
Don't forget a thing.
Man.
Yeah.
When your birthday?
February 16th, I'm a 2-1-6 girl, born
happy
and
belated.
raised.
You
Thank
are
you.
Aquarius.
I am.
Okay.
So it making sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, you know, I'm
That
doing
brain
that
is
astrology.
Oh,
When your
yeah.
birthday?
Cleveland girl.
Christmas Eve.
Okay, you a Capricorn.
Yes.
Okay.
Cap awesome.
January 7th. He
Captain.
the week,
Captain in the house.
the week 1. You know the first week of January. What's up?
Dang.
Make it official week 1.
Still
An
up.
official week
Caps in the
1.
building.
Right.
as usual.
Okay.
Caps always.
Thank you.
Caps.
Captain and Aquarius.
When your
Okay.
birthday, sir?
June 2nd.
June 2nd.
Oh, that makes you a Gemini.
Gemini.
Okay. All
Gemini.
right.
Okay.
I don't hold against y'all.
It's the seesaw.
slaves.
But I'm not fake. So,
Shout out to
Sean,
you.
you know what they put on us. I'm not fake. I ain't too fake.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. Geminis, y'all do it, because you know what I'm saying? My man Kanye. Shout out to Kanye, you know what I'm saying?
I got a controversial.
Yes,
Tupac.
very.
It's still
Very.
Tupac, yeah.
That's
yeah.
controversial too.
Donald Trump.
Need we say more?
Don't talk the podcast, y'all talk the podcast. Don't
Right. They flicking
No,
on
I started official though. I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah, no,
I know
I know.
y'all be a little.
With
Yeah.
the Cap. Go check out the Cap. It should be hitting the theater this spring, this
Absolutely.
summer. The Cap is a Cleveland-based movie.
Dope.
I got a major role in there.
Okay.
My name is Echo in the movie.
Mm.
And I'm basically playing myself, how I am in real life. I'm
Okay.
basically playing myself to encourage a young brother to stay on the right direction in life, you know.
Nice.
So it's a big movie, man. It should be on the lookout for, man. We got an amazing cast. Johnny Lump, Smooth Gotti, Steel Beers was behind it. Shout out to Louis 216, Savion, LJM in the movie.
Y'all got everybody in
Um, Yeah, we got a lot of
Brandon, we can't even be the people on the corner.
Man, listen,
Nice.
hey,
I've been trying to get
we're
it
lick
done.
coming up. Lick, hey, I'm trying to
I
have
keep
Pookie in the
on-
movie. You know what I'm
The
saying?
lick in it.
Oh, yeah, lick.
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
getting a lick. Y'all getting the lick for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we got
yeah,
the
yeah,
lick.
yeah.
Yeah, we got the
They-
lick. Sunday.
they next.
They're here Sunday.
But they'll let y'all come on though.
Huh?
They
Y'all
coming in.
ask shit, they'll let y'all come in.
Oh yeah, we already got
Oh.
Brandon paying Pookie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I told him to be a crackhead. I want to die in the
Yeah.
first scene. I want to die in the
Cookie,
beginning of the
cookie
episode.
down, cookie down pat. Got it down pat.
I told him I want to die in the first scene. I don't want to be no thug. You know what I'm saying? I want something real crazy. Like
That's what we need. We need less people trying to be thugs
Exactly.
and more people embodying what the whole essence of the show is.
Yeah, being a real lick.
Yeah.
The lick
Right,
that you
exactly.
further in life.
Mhm.
Right.
Be
That's
real
the real
lick.
lick.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then tell people, man, and just like I heard Bertie say about you about to drop a book, man. Tell us about that, man.
No, I was just joking.
Oh, come on,
You
man.
got to.
You got to now.
Affirmations or something.
Listen, no, listen.
Right.
We speak to existence right now.
Yeah,
you
speak
know?
Speaking into existence, we always ask, where do you see yourself in the future? Where are we trying to go? Because we kind of heard we definitely heard your past. We know where you at now,
Yeah.
but where do you see yourself? Because we
Still
love to
my
pull
stuff.
back up on you.
Where do I see myself? You know, I don't think I look that far. I just take it day by day,
Mm.
week by week, month by month, man. I'm just focusing really on the right now. You know, because if I focus on my right now, my future will unfold itself
Mm.
perfectly.
Okay.
Mm.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
But I see the book. I see the TV series. I see my man doing the Dr. Phil joint. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I would be great at that.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Talking
see
to
that.
counseling the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling up.
They need it so
Put it up,
much.
like, she good.
No, man, listen. She real good. She real good.
They try to steal her from us all the
Yeah,
time.
she good.
They really do. They really
They
do.
do. They
Y'all
try
can't
to
have
steal
me. Y'all
from-
can't have
No.
Victoria,
No,
man.
no.
So let me ask you this, Sterling, man, because you went over, man.
You killed it, and we appreciate
you, man, because we appreciate you telling
The
your little story.
exclusive.
Yeah, the exclusive. Man, he really did come with
Whoa.
exclusive. He really did. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
So out of this episode, what are 3 things you want somebody to say? I got that from my man, Positive Energy. What are 3 things you want them to pull from what you said today?
3 things. Staying humble. Discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And overcoming adversity.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Sterling, man. We needed you for this episode. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie.
And today.
Yes,
Yeah,
today
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. We all need, like
We all
literally
need
all
it.
3 of us
Just that
needed
dose
you.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Okay. Of course.
Sure.
You asked me a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So what keep y'all positive?
Ooh, that's good.
I'll answer.
I love this because I feel like he answers everywhere he goes.
I do like
I've been keeping
answer.
up. I've been watching.
They know I'm the one that's in love all the time. I'm always texting them like, I love y'all.
Yeah.
She got a real love, so I love you.
I just, I wake up in the morning, I think about them, and it's genuine and it's real. And they came at a time of my life where I wasn't expecting them. It just literally just dropped in my lap. And I always say, like, I meet some genuine, real people, and they always stay.
Mm.
And, Marquita and Brandon and Arlo and Steve are my family now. Look, it could be 5 a.m. I'll be so pissed at them. I gotta roll over and put my phone on silent and go back to sleep. It'd be like ting 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 ting. First the jokes start. They talking about each other. And then we jump in with all of our ideas and dreams and aspirations, and we feel really good about what we're giving people.
Absolutely.
I feel like us as a team are giving people something that they really need. People want to hear your story. People are telling their story and their truth. And like Brandon said, a lot of people may be experiencing the exact same thing that you're going through. Or maybe trying to change or do something different or open a business, so they need to hear the rough and the tough and the where you ending up now. And I think that's what keeps us together. We all feel good about it, and we all want to give everything that we have to keep making that happen, and to include Cleveland. Period. Everybody. Everybody. We want the city to be on lock together, and support each other and network and all of that. And that, they're just funny as hell. Funny as hell. I'm talking about, I call myself the referee. I'm the referee. But yeah, I love them to death. And when we show each other constantly.
Yeah.
No,
that's one thing I can't say. I'm appreciative of the people in my life. I think I have been blessed with it, and even my bad situations. Like every day ain't smiles a Hallmark card. You know what I mean? But I feel like for the hand that I was dealt, it's like spades. Like if you know how to play spades, no matter what hand you get, if you got the right partner, even if my hand ain't good, they gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we still gonna run the Boston. Either way it go, right? But it took me a long time in life to just be okay with that. Good or bad, I'm gonna be okay with it, and like you say, just keep it moving. Like I'm gonna find a way or make one, or somehow God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is gonna find a way or make one for you. But you gotta keep moving in your purpose, and then stuff just start magically happening. So I don't know. I guess I believe in the magic. I believe my own hype, but it's really not mine to have. It's the fuel I get from y'all. Like even our guests, like y'all come in here, y'all bless us so much. Like we sit here with the camera, but it's really y'all on display. We sit here just to and nod, but y'all tell the stories and y'all tell such honest truths and real circumstances of your life and your people and the products that get you guys to where you are. And it just shows like how beautiful the city is, period. And how it's way more. Like we're Cleveland. We highlight Cleveland because we believe in our city and we want to do something to build it and our kids. But with our people, we got people nationwide, different countries and stuff, and it's really because of y'all. So yeah, y'all keep us positive and going. And some days I'll be like, I'm not doing it. Today I almost didn't do it.
You saw we both.
And
we were like,
you got it, Brandon. Thank you, Sterling, man. But listen,
I wasn't playing without my eyelashes.
I would have it if they weren't coming on.
That's right, bro.
He was like, come
Don't
on,
treat me
I
like
came
a
for all.
Right, exactly, man. You gotta do right with Sterling, man. But I can't say no better. Like, absolutely, I second both what they said. I mean, because they don't know this on the podcast, but like for me, right before I met with Keita, like I was going through a divorce myself or whatnot, and like I needed something. Not saying I needed something, but I needed to turn that negative to a positive. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got my license, my real estate license and whatnot. But at the same time,
Congratulations.
I appreciate that, bro. But I needed to take what, because at that time my ex-wife took the kids to Atlanta, so I was by, you know what I'm saying, by myself, and like I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like I needed to turn that negative, just like you, bro, just like you. I need to turn that negative to a positive, and I thank God for Keita and then Keita and then Nakia, because you know what I'm saying, because I was able to take that and build this, and since then it has really been just taken off, and I'm able to once again reinforce. If I'm ever going through something now, like I said, from text messages through the interviews, from the events to meet all these great people, it's just been a great way to turn what could have literally been, not saying my downfall, but or breaking, you know what I'm saying, did. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that, for real. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, Brandon's the glue.
He's the catalyst.
He is.
This will be the one time y'all get this on wax.
Yeah,
so man, listen,
yeah, just this one.
Shout out.
We do. We
One time
have
That's all I need. That's all I need.
decent.
Cause I'm playing back. You know what I'm saying?
We do love him to death. Like he is the glue that brought us together.
No, I appreciate y'all.
You
And
are
like,
good. You ain't as good as 2U Wines, by the way. This episode is sponsored by 2U Wines. As you guys know, we film every
Don't
day.
even think about it. Don't even think about it.
4425 Mayfield Road. Thursdays through Saturdays. If you guys just want to come and have a wonderful experience, get lit, maybe even have a tasting,
Wine
charcuterie.
Oh, yeah.
Even got Nakia, you can pull up on by yourself and really get to pick her brain. The wine slushies, as you guys can see, mine's are slushed. But it is the bomb. You know, it's a different type of vibe in here. It's a nice, intimate boutique. Feel free to reach out to her personally if you guys would like to schedule a wine tasting or a private event. But we also do crafted wines. If you all are entrepreneurs and want to do your own signature drink, she has that by the case as well. But make sure you guys continue to support all of our local entrepreneurs. While we're at it, make sure you guys are anticipating the good every day. Rock your brand. Rock this brand, positive energy and anticipation of good, because as he said, we always have the expectation of good. Sometimes expectations lead to disappointments, whereas the anticipation keeps you ready for whatever comes, good or bad. We're going to continue to keep going until we get the good that we know is on the way.
Yes.
listen.
Right.
What she said.
Right. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I ain't saying that.
And one last thing, y'all. We want to shout out to our sponsors, Show Some Master.
We do.
Thank you guys for once again sponsoring us and whatnot. Guys, we're done with paper
We
cards.
done with paper.
Yeah,
Done with paper
that's
cards,
over
guys.
with.
They
It's over
going
with.
in their purses.
Period.
They ain't calling y'all.
They ain't calling
doing that
y'all.
no more.
Right, we ain't doing no more.
Stacks
y'all.
of them.
Actually.
Just building up.
Facts. Don't stop pounding your wallet, your purse, all that good stuff. Now we have a great way where you can now network with those individuals and just not even have to pull out the paper card. Boom.
Mhm.
And with your phone, use your camera, and voila. All your contacts come up, or your social media comes up, you pick and choose, and voila, you're done. So if you guys want to get your Social Master card today, inside the link, we'll have it. Social Master, get yours today.
They good. They good. Pull up. They damn good. You gotta come pull up.
And
They good.
we got other events coming up now, do we? No?
We don't, but there's just one thing I do want to say. We've been talking a lot about the youth. We've been talking a lot about the city. And our city is doing a wonderful Juneteenth pregame, right?
Yeah.
So y'all know how we had the whole Tower City episode with our one non-colored guest, Beth. Shout out to you, Beth, if you're watching still. She has agreed to come to the cookout. She gonna host the cookout. She knows she can't make the potato salad or the macaroni, but she is going to give us the opportunity for us to give it back to our kids.
Mm-hmm.
So youth entrepreneurs, 21 and under, we are looking for y'all to come on. We're gonna do a pop-up shop at Tower City.
Oh, yes.
Come on through and help us to support you. So that'll be the day before Juneteenth. This year Juneteenth is Father's Day, and we're not taking away from nothing to the amazing
I
fathers.
always do though.
But
Hey,
no,
we
found
right.
it.
Right.
we supporting our kids the day before so we can make sure they got money to be pouring back into the Father's Day account.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We in sock this
Make
shit,
sure
man.
y'all coming down to Tower City. Stay engaged on our page at the Pull Up EXP on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, follow us on YouTube and other streaming platforms. For the podcast, we'll be talking more about it. But this will be something great if you know a young entrepreneur or if you are a young entrepreneur and you want to be a part of us. Even if you're not in the city of Cleveland, you could be in Akron or whatever. What we want to do is we'll do the pop up June 18th, the day before the day before Father's Day, Juneteenth. But the week before, we're actually going to do a full-on teen summit. Hopefully, we can get some positive energy in the building.
Sterling coming through.
Start y'all off with the mindset, because you can't start business without the right mindset. But then we're going over real business techniques: how to pitch your business, how to set up your vendor table, how to do your right targeted marketing, how to do your right packaging, what to say to these people when they finally come to your table, and make sure that you are positioned to get money. Because as Sterling so eloquently put it, the right environment will change you, and you don't always have to leave where you live to be in a changed environment. Like he said, he delved into books, he delved into the internet and started using it for his positive energy. So if you guys want to continue to grow or build into the child or the youth in your life, make sure that you continue to support us. We got a lot of stuff coming up, and we would love to help showcase and really give back, because you guys continually give to us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Episode.
How much? We're not gonna.
Hey, listen, she good.
That was it. That was all I had.
Yeah,
I ain't saying nothing else for real, y'all. I promise. I've been running my mouth.
Nah, you
She
good.
good.
She real.
Listen.
She's the greatest, man.
Yeah.
Episode which one, y'all?
38.
38. Episode 38, y'all. We can't do it no better. We thanks again our guest today, Sterling, man. Once again, links, book them, get the merchandise, check out the videos, y'all. We can't do
Come
nothing
with that
better.
wine too, y'all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we'll see y'all next time, y'all.
Peace.
See y'all.